The Oscar nominations are now out, and with that comes the controversial stuff. And that's what we're here to talk about, because there are, look, we all have our snubs, our personal snubs that we think should have been nominated. I don't think I'm in the minority here, and I think a lot of people believe, like I do, that The Iron Claw and also Godzilla Minus One should have been nominated for Best Picture, but they weren't. I understand when it comes to the international side of things that Japan didn't put it forward and maybe it didn't make that time requirement to be put forward for international film, but I still believe it should have been nominated for Best Picture. So that's that. I don't think I'm in the minority for that. I think there's a lot of people that believe those two movies should have been nominated potentially as well, but that is here nor there. We're here to talk about something that is going around on the internet regarding Margot Robbie not getting nominated for Best Actress and Greta not being nominated for Best Director. Now, I find this to be funny and laughable when it comes to this sort of thing. Like, people saying that these two were snubbed and should have been nominated and it's a disgrace. It's just outrageous to me. And look, we're going to start off with the Best Director side, with Greta. Now, Greta did get nominated for her screenplay that she co-wrote as well, so she does have that nomination. Barbie also got nominated for Best Picture, and I don't believe it should have got nominated for Best Picture, but here we are with it nominated Best Picture, which is literally the highest award you could get as someone that wrote it and produced it and everything like that. So Margot Robbie and that produced that. So they're going to get, if it wins, they're going to get that, and they still got that nomination there anyway. So there's that. But as for Best Director, what some of the people on the internet and that are saying, they are literally going around and saying that if Greta and Margot Robbie were men, they would have been nominated. Yes, people are saying that. Well, firstly, let's debunk this first one. Margot Robbie, if she was a man, she would have been nominated for Best Actress. A category that is only for women. But somehow, if she was a man, she would be nominated for Best Actress. I believe she'd be the first man to be ever nominated for Best Actress, if she was, which is insane to me, because I don't recall ever seeing a male be nominated for Best Actress. So people that are saying, oh, if Margot Robbie was a man, she would have been nominated, are absolutely lying to themselves. They're just there spitting narratives and trying to spin something that makes no sense. And firstly, when you look at the actual nominees for Best Actress, who are you pulling out? Tell me, who are you pulling out? We'll go through the list and we'll see who you are pulling out. So the list is, when we get to the Best Actress, let's get to Best Actress. Annette. You ain't pulling Annette out. Lily Gladstone. Are you pulling her out? No way. And by the way, she's the first Native American to be nominated for the Oscar. Why aren't we celebrating that? Oh, that's right, because it's not part of the agenda we're trying to push. Then we get to Sandra. You gonna pull her out? No. Carrie, are you gonna pull her out? No. Emma Stone, are you gonna pull her out? No way. She's probably the odds-on favorite to win it. So out of all of them, tell me, who are you pulling out to put Margot Robbie in there? And look, I love Margot Robbie. I watch everything she is in. To me, she is absolutely a talent, world-class talent when it comes to acting. I've watched her ever since she debuted on Neighbours, back home in Australia. You know, I've followed her her whole entire career. I've followed. She's one of my favorite actresses. But even I am not going to put on my rose-tinted glasses and be like, she should be nominated. When it's stacked, like those five right there, you can't tell me that you can pull any of them out to put Margot Robbie in there. You can't. It's just, those five are absolutely fantastic. Margot Robbie was great in Barbie. She was. But I wouldn't pull anyone out. Now, when we get to Best Director, and this whole idea of if she was a male, she would have been nominated, because, you know, the Academy hates women all the time. We literally have a woman who is nominated for Best Director. Now, and they all go, oh, look, Barbie's nominated for Best Picture. 10 movies are nominated for Best Picture. 10. You know how many Best Directors are nominated? 5. That means 5 people must miss out. That's how it goes. Argo won Best Picture at the Oscars. Did Ben Affleck get nominated for Best Director? No. That's just what happens sometimes. You have to split it and go, we have to take 5. We can't take 10. That's just not how it goes. And look, we have Justine nominated. Why aren't we celebrating her being nominated? Why all of a sudden are we just pushing that to the side to try and push an agenda for this movie for Greta to be nominated? Because let's go look at the best directors. Let's go look at that. Now that category, we have Jonathan for The Zone of Interest. You're not going to pull him out. I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Yorgos, I believe is his first name. I'm not going to pronounce the second name because I'll butcher it. For Poor Things. That movie's sensational. Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. He's probably going to win it. Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon. You ain't pulling Martin Scorsese out of there either. And then you got Justine. You ain't pulling her out either. So again, who are you pulling out to make way for her, for Greta to come in? Because all the direction of these movies that these directors did are superior to what Greta did in Barbie. And I'm not saying she didn't do a great job. She did a great job with Barbie. But when we get to this stage, we have to look and nitpick and go into detail. And the direction of these 5 movies by these directors is superior to Barbie. And it just is. Now, I just don't get it. And you still have, you want to talk about snubs? You want to really talk about snubs? Ryan Gosling got nominated for Barbie. He got nominated for Best Supporting. No one from the Iron Claw got nominated. And their performances were absolutely insanely better, in my opinion. They were. None of them got nominated. And then we go over. Look, Adam Driver for Ferrari didn't get nominated. He's absolutely sensational in it. He really is. There's another Best Supporting actor that should have got nominated as well. I'm forgetting his name, but he's in May, December. He was absolutely fantastic. He should have got nominated ahead of it. You know, he should have. He could have easily won this category, but he didn't get nominated. And then we go into the Best Supporting Actress. And you're going to sit here and tell me that America should have got nominated based on one scene. One scene. One piece of dialogue over Penelope Cruz, who was absolutely outstanding in Ferrari. And I know people are going to be like, well, America's dialogue was, it was make or break for the movie. It had to be, it had to be nailed. Otherwise the movie falls apart. Okay, so what? Now we're giving Oscar nominations for people that just deliver one section that make or break a movie? Because we can go back and we can look at movies where dialogue has made or break. There is dialogue in Across the Spider-Verse with Miguel talking to the one and only Miles Morales. So we're going to give Oscar Isaac now? Are we going to give him, an Oscar nomination for that piece of dialogue? Because that dialogue there, where he is explaining to Miles and that, is essential to the movie. And if he doesn't nail that, the movie doesn't have that same impact. So what, are we just going to do that now? Because Penelope Cruz, every single scene of hers, every piece of dialogue she does in Ferrari is and makes the movie. Like, her dynamic in that is just everything. But we're not going to talk about that, are we? We're not going to talk about that snub, are we? No. And then we're going to go, what? We don't want to talk about the animated film snubs as well? Suzume didn't even get any mention. Easily the second best animated film behind Across the Spider-Verse. Didn't even get a mention. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles didn't even get a mention in there either. So there's other snubs, but this whole narrative that we're pushing for Barbie because it is the highest grossing film. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Do you want us to make a new category again where it's like most popular film? Here you go. You gross the most amount of money. There you go. Well, if we're going by money, then Marvel should have all the awards every single time it came out back in those years. So are we going to rip up the script for everything else that just occurred? Are we going to go get the Oscars back from all the people that won it last year, the year before, and go, sorry, Kevin Feige, here's all your Oscars that you deserve because you know what? You make the most money at the box office. It's absolute bollocks. Like, come on. There's people starting to push this narrative out there. Look, you can't have everyone nominated. You can't give an award out to everyone. And the matter of fact is, Greta didn't get nominated. Whoop-de-doo. There's another woman there, Justine. Let's celebrate her. Margot Robbie didn't get nominated. Whoop-de-doo. Lily Gladstone is the first Native American to be nominated. Let's celebrate that. And this narrative of if they were men, they would have been nominated. No, they wouldn't. Like, it's mind-blowing. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think they were snubbed? Maybe you did. I don't personally believe so. I believe that Barbie was lucky to get those nominations, personally, because I feel like it could have gone to other people who were actually better, in my opinion. But let me know yours down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.